I guess I'd heard quite a lot about New Zealand from seeing it in films. And also I've had quite a few friends from the UK visit over the years, and everyone's kind of been and then come back and really sung its praises.
In this whole wide world.
I think for me that's top 3 rock climbs in the world.
In the world!
Total drag over the whole top. Oh my gosh.
I think as an area, it's just sort of like the perfect Venn diagram of amazing climbing, amazing scene and culture, all set in like a beautiful surrounding. So for me, that definitely contributed to why I thought it was the best place I've been bouldering. The rock in Castle Hill is really unique. It looks and it forms almost like sandstone or gritstone, but it's limestone. I think there's quite a lot of crossover between the climbing styles that we have here on the grit and then the climbing there. There's not many crimps, there's lots of slopers, lots of squeezing and prows and compression, lots of erect climbing. Because of the slippier rock than on the grit, you have to be able to use your feet really well and trust bad feet and kind of apply force through them in a slightly different way. And I think for me it was kind of the perfect place for my skill set. I think because of the way the rock forms there, it's quite hard for there to be really, really hard climbs because the border of it being possible and impossible is so close. Kind of similar how on the grit we have quite a lot up to sort of 8B, 8B plus, but then harder than that, it's just so rare to find something where the features work that you can have something that difficult whilst it's still being possible. It was really nice to just kind of not think about, oh, I want to go and push my grade, I want to climb my first 8B plus, or I want to do 10 8Bs or something. It was just really nice to go and look for quality and search out experiences and good sensations from the climbs, and I kind of picked a lot of them based on that rather than how big a grade they were. When I headed to New Zealand, I decided to go by myself. Not totally out of choice, I think just like everyone who I'd usually go on a trip with wasn't around at the time, but with stopping competing this year and then it falling in line with the season that you would want to be at Castle Hill, I just went at the first opportunity I had. It was the first time I've been on a trip for that period of time, so like 5 weeks for me was the longest bouldering trip I've ever been on, so it was really nice to be within one area and really get to know the people.
Yes, Joe.
And I think the scene there was definitely the most kind of inviting I've ever experienced, but I guess I also gave myself the chance to like immerse myself in it a bit more. Over the years I've had some contact online with Alec, Mccallum and Isaac Buckley.
Direct eye contact.
And both of those guys were super accommodating when I said I was going out there. Luckily I was able to stay with the Mccallums in Castle Hill, and when I mentioned I was going, Isaac also just booked time to come and like give me a tour, so I was really lucky to have two of the most prolific first ascenters and climbers in the area just show me around, which really helped.
God, Jem.
Oh, Jesus. I've done my straps up so tight.
You're there for so long. Oh my goodness. Good fight.
The mantles are a really distinct skill that you have in the basin. There's an amazing mantle circuit, like you could go out and just climb mantles. And this was something I was quite aware of before going out there, and actually trained quite specifically for it. So I was doing quite a lot of like dips and muscle ups on the rings before going out. And there was quite a lot of skill transfer from doing these mantles on the grit. Obviously the friction wasn't quite as good out there, but I think because the friction's not as good, you're never mantling on anything as steep as you can here. So generally they're like more about just getting your weight over your palms and then just pressing it out. Whereas I think sometimes ours are a little more technical. Because of the friction, you can be in like worse or more difficult positions. Because the limestone there is so soft and it's so porous, it polishes really easily. So the chalk and the boot rubber kind of fills in the small holes on the rock and it polishes really fast. You can kind of notice it happening in the course of a session. So it takes quite a lot of self-restraint to, when it's getting to that point, kind of stop, just call it there for the day. You're probably hammering it and should just move on to something else and just like take the time to clean the boulders. And everyone in Castle Hill cleans all of the climbs. When you finish with the climb, you spray off all the chalk and you spray off all your boot rubber and brush it off so that you just leave it in as good a state as possible. This stops it from becoming polished and just means that everyone can climb on nicer quality boulder problems for longer. Also, the place is of a lot of spiritual significance to the Maori people and locals who live there. So for me, it was really important to just respect where you are, you know, all your basic principles of like taking everything home with you, leaving it better than you found it. The teapot is a really cool sector. It feels a lot more wild and remote. It takes maybe like an hour and a half to get there. Isaac pointed out one that Matt Corbishley had cleaned up. So I was super lucky because the cleaning work there takes such a long time. It's a pretty like arduous process, and Matt had already cleaned this one up, so it was ready to go, and then he'd flown over here to the UK, so it was kind of like on a plate for me, which was nice.
Beautiful, Jem. Come on, mate. So handy, eh?
And that was like a really cool like prow into a bit of like a squirmy mantle and then a bit of a slab to finish. And I ended up calling that one Exchange Student after me and Matt kind of swapping places in the world. The rest of the day just sort of like kept unfolding, and it probably was one of my best climbing days ever, I think. I felt like I was climbing the best I'd ever climbed, which was really nice. Everything was just flowing really, really well. And after that, we kind of got to the level of the hillside where there's all the classic compression boulders, and there's quite a few up there. I guess they're kind of like grouped as a bit of a trio. When Nicky visited, I think it was in his first visit, he climbed this project and named it Franco Columba, and it's a really cool compression line. It's like a perfect kind of fridge. There's no hold on either side. You just start wide and it gets narrower and narrower and narrower as you get higher up, and at the top you're really like mauling to get yourself on top of it.
Pretty nice feature, eh?
Oh, it's amazing. It's so rare to get like such clean compression.
It's
Like it's obviously not mirrored, but there's like no hold on either side. It's just the prow.
I managed to do that one first try, which was really cool. Saved skin and like kept things flowing onto the next one. From there we went to the aptly named Joe's compression line number 3. Joe has this trio of compression boulders in the valley, and all of them are really, really good. But I think for me, Joe's 3 was probably one of the best like smaller power boulders I did on the trip, just because it had so much variety of like movement and holds and stuff.
This is such a beautiful one. Man, I did it. These are just like my dream formations out here.
form such good compression.
Yeah.
Bring that foot up. Come on, Jim. Feel the balance point and slap that right hand out. It's good. Come on, Jim. Come on, mate. Come on. Yeah, perfect. Slap the left hand, just slap the whole lot and reach back. Total jug over the whole top. Oh my gosh. God, dude, that looked trivial.
Oh, I love compression boulders.
It's definitely efficient, eh? Like we're not wasting our time.
And in that one I managed to do first try as well. And then we moved on to the last one, which was Conan. Conan's like a really, really classic 7C up this amazing sort of fin where you have hands on one side of it and you're toe hooking on the other. I got on really well with the stand start, but because of the feature, there's sort of no specified start holds. You just kind of pull on as high as you can. So it felt very logical to add the sit start to it because everyone starts in the same place and then you climb that feature in its entirety.
Jim's not even in shot in the sit start. Oh, here it comes.
Come on, mate. Yes, Jim. Right. Come on. Come on, Jim. Come on. Oh. How pumped did you get?
Hilarious.
Wow.
You must have got goosed.
I'm pumped.
Yeah. It looked so long.
It's really long.
It's so funny. I started watching you on the camera and I was like, where's Jim? And then you just started to appear from the sit. It looks like a total juicer.
It's a real pumper.
Yeah.
Because it's in the southern hemisphere, the seasons are obviously reversed, so it was really nice to go from winter in the UK, and then as it started warming up here, I went down to New Zealand and sort of just chased that like eternal winter and stayed with the cold conditions. I'm obsessed with this 20 times zoom.
Keeps it pretty crisp too.
Yeah. Can scout boulders. The other day when it was still really snowy, we were like checking the state of like the teapot and stuff just by looking out the window. Like. For the most part of the trip, the weather was amazing, like very little rain, always pretty like cold and crisp. Although we did have one sort of snowstorm in the middle, which coated everything in snow for a week or two. But of all the places for it to happen, it was actually worked out pretty well because the boulders are super easy to shovel the snow off the top of, and then because they're so smooth, as soon as there's some sun, they just dry really fast. Looks like more good squeeze heaven.
Last great compression boulder, according to Matt.
Oh.
He said that like about 10 bucks for.
I'll be the judge of that. I'm sure there's more. There's got to be more.
Oh yeah.
It's just the last great one.
I reckon there's some behind the teapot,
Yeah.
hidden away. We'll just, see if it looks good. Yeah. Good, Jim, come on. Come on, mate. Come on, Jim. Come on, mate. Oh. Oh. That was some of the hardest I've ever tried to stay on. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think you were gonna stay on.
Me neither.
I'm so far away, just working down the line, and every word you said keeps running through my mind.
I think personally for me, it was the best place I've ever been bouldering. For me, it's easy to say that because I really love that style. I love high balls, I love slopers, I'm not that into crimps, and it just kind of had everything out there that I look for in climbing.
I had to find a way to make her mine. She said if I was rich, she'd change her mind. And I've been living every day to be with her.
When it was time to go, I felt quite content and excited and looking forward to going home. I could have easily stayed and climbed for a lifetime. I'd love to go back, there's so much more climbing to do, but by the end of the time there, I was really like happy and just sort of like looking forward to move on to something else and go and do something different.
'Cause only love can get me by. All I want's to have her near me, loving me, telling me she's all mine.